In today's video, I'll be sharing my thoughts on Orion at Kings Island. Hello coaster lovers, if you've been a fan of my channel for a long time, aka December of 2022, you've probably seen my first ever coaster review, which is for Orion over at Kings Island. So it has been nearly 2 years since that review was uploaded, and it's pretty outdated, so I decided to create an updated review for this ride, and that's what this video is about. So let's hop into my review of Orion with the history of this monstrosity. So this coaster was announced back on August 15th, 2019, and then the coaster opened to the public on July 2nd, 2020. It was supposed to open back in April, then in June, but it officially opened in July because of COVID, but nothing major has happened to the coaster since opening. So let's go into the presentation for Orion. So as soon as you walk into Area 72, you see Orion's towering lift hill, and you see the ride's logo onto the old photo booth for Firehawk, the ride Orion replaced. So after waiting in the line, you enter this room, which is the most theming you'll see while waiting. It has lockers on one side, and the TV plays the same video over and over again. That's gonna be fun when you're waiting for the ride to open when the fireworks are being launched into the sky. That happened to me in 2022, and it was not fun hearing the same stuff the people on the TV were saying for 30 minutes straight. So after the waiting, you put on your lap bar and dispatch, and that will lead us into the ride experience. So you depart the station and climb up 287 feet into the Kings Island skyline, then you crest the top and dive down 300 feet into a ravine. This is why this coaster is a giga coaster, not a hyper. But anyway, after that amazing drop is what I call the weakest part of the ride, the wave turn. It's still a great moment, don't get me wrong, but compared to the other elements, it's the weakest part of the ride. After the wave turn is a reverse treble clef, which is basically a turnaround, and it has surprising airtime rising into the element, and it has strong positive G's coming down. Then you bank to the left under some track and soar over a speed hill. This moment has fantastic airtime. Then you rise up into a camelback. It does have a trim and it's kind of noticeable. You can definitely feel it slowing the train down, but the camelback has good airtime anyways. Then you bank to the right and gradually ascend into the Orion's belt, aka a helix, and this part has very strong positive G's. Expect to grow out here. Then you turn right underneath the drop and traverse into this banked airtime hole, which is surprisingly one of the best parts of the ride. It has surprising airtime too. Then you rise up into the brakes, which concludes your 5,321 foot long coaster named Orion. Now I'm going to discuss my thoughts on the layout. And the layout for Orion is pretty decent. It does feel short, but that's because it's traveling 91 miles per hour. But anyway, every element stands out, well besides the wave turn. The treble clef is unique and it has surprising forces. The helix has very strong positive G's. I grade out every time on the helix. And the speed hill has great air time, and the camelback is a good element to round out the layout. So I do like the variety of elements that Orion offers. So that concludes the layout. Now I'm going to dive into my personal thoughts of the coaster. So I think Orion is a fantastic coaster, definitely the best B&M I've ridden. It is a very tough choice between this and Diamondback as the best B&M I've ridden, but Orion takes it by a slight edge, but I just think it's more fun. All the elements are really good, and the restraints don't bother me. It's just a very fun ride experience. The theming is a good touch as well. So to cap off this review, let's give out the final score. So for Orion, I'm giving it a 9, which is the same score I gave it last time. It's very close to having no complaints. It's just the length. It seems long, but the coaster is a little short in ride experience. It would be cool seeing another low to the ground element after the helix, but this is what we got, and we are happy that Kings Island got their long awaited giga coaster. So those are my thoughts of Orion at Kings Island. And if you enjoyed this video, the best way you can show your support is by giving this video a like, and you can subscribe if you're generous. Expect a new video coming soon in the next 5 days, so make sure to keep that adrenaline pumping, and thanks for watching.